Munaniona vizuri? Mimi ndio Sifuna, katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM, seneta wa kaunti ya Nairobi na naibu kiranja wa walio wachache kwenye bunge la Senate.
Edwin Sifuna stormed into power by declaring himself acting Secretary General against Ababu Namwamba in June 2016, and he exited 8 years later through the same ruthless mechanism he once weaponized. Born in Kakamega County, Sifuna spent 10 years climbing ODM ranks before his Wednesday removal crystallized as the inevitable consequences of opposing the party's new direction after Raila Odinga's death. Sifuna's entry into ODM leadership began with a theatrical confrontation in June 2016 when he stormed party offices, declaring himself as the Secretary General against the incumbent Ababu Namwamba. He justified his self-appointment by invoking military protocol, arguing that a junior officer has the right to relieve a commander who deserted his post. He stated the position had been vacant and declared from the day he would assume the role. This audacity move came amid internal party pressure on Namwamba, who faced accusation of being a Jubilee mole and failing to execute his mandate during protests against the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. In 2017, Sifuna unsuccessfully contested the ODM ticket for Kandunyi parliamentary by-election before shifting focus to Nairobi politics, where he lost the senatorial race to then Johnson Sakaja. He pulled 670,000 votes, representing 42.5%, against winner Johnson Sakaja, who secured 800,000 votes, representing 51.2%. Despite this electoral setback, his loyalty to Raila Odinga secured his election as substantive Secretary General during the party's National Delegation Convention at Kasarani Gymnasium in February 2018. He held this position for nearly 8 years before his removal. 5 years after his Senate defeat, Sifuna captured the Nairobi senator position with a decisive victory in the 2022 general election, garnering around 716,000 to clinch the seat. He simultaneously served as the deputy minority whip of the Senate, leveraging both a platform to amplify his voice within Kenya's political landscape. However, his fortune within the 20-years-old party deteriorated following the handshake between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga in 2014 at the peak of Gen Z-led protests, which resulted into 5 ODM stewards receiving cabinet appointment. Sifuna half-hearted attended the signing of ODM UDA agreement in March 2025 regarding a NATCO implementation and the agreement or the agreed 10-point agenda. Before the ink dried on the document, he denounced it as a political conmanship and declared he did not recognize what he termed the broad-based agreement. His party leader occasionally defended him during this period, emphasizing the need for democracy within ODM. When removal demands intensified, starting on July 2025 in Kakamega, that Sifuna was a party mouthpiece and everyone should speak. Complication escalated dramatically after Odinga's death in October 2025, with clear divisions emerging between Sifuna and the government-backed proponents of the broad-based government. These differences manifested publicly during Odinga's burial in Bondo, Siaya County, where ODM chairperson Gladys Wanga declared that Raila left them in broad-based government, while Sifuna countered that Odinga's last instruction was for the party to remain in ODM without external entanglements. The latest battlefront materialized through the competing rally series, with Oburu Odinga leading Linda ground rallies while Sifuna campaigned the Linda Mwananchi faction representing youthful party ripples. Former ODM chairperson and Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi issued the clearest indication that Sifuna's fate was sealed when he called for immediate removal last week, stating that if someone refused to agree with ODM policies, that person should leave the party. Knows how many people depart with him. Mbadi argues that the party cannot afford leaders advancing agenda contrary to the majority wishes and questions Sifuna's continued stay in ODM, arguing that the Nairobi senator was already conflicted and effectively serving the interests of other political forces. Tension escalated in the mid-2025 when Nyaribari Chache, Member of Parliament, accused Sifuna of doublespeak on government cooperation, demanding his resignation or expulsion from ODM, while in January, Migori Senator Edwin Okech filed a petition seeking Sifuna's de-whipping and expulsion, accusing him of gross misconduct and associating himself with rival political parties. The petition was withdrawn following consultation with the party leader, Oburu Odinga. The sentiments culminated Wednesday at the Mombasa National Executive Committee meeting, which Sifuna saw his removal and appointed Busia Woman Representative Catherine Omanyo as the acting Secretary General. The meeting, chaired by the party leader Oburu Odinga, resolved that Sifunas be relieved of his duties in accordance with the party constitution and applicable laws over concerns about discipline within senior leadership, with the NEC expressing grave concerns over rising indiscipline levels, particularly at the senior leadership position. Mbadi recalled convening a disciplinary committee during his tenure that led to former Secretary General Ababu Namwamba's removal, suggesting that the party should similarly crack the whip on Sifuna for advancing dissenting views. However, Namwamba dismissed Mbadi's claims on Wednesday, stating he voluntarily resigned from the position in July 2016. The removal reportedly divided top officials, with 4 NEC members, including Vice Chairman Otiende Amolo, Treasurer Timothy Bosire, Kisumu Woman Representative Ruth Odinga, and another member identified as Mark, opposing the decision, arguing that the party procedure require a disciplinary process and fair hearing before such action as or be taken. When the vote was put, 25 members supported removal while only 4 voted against it.